I want you to imagine the first time you bought a home. The excitement of starting something new, but then the anxiety of being in a new area. Your emails pile up, documents start to disappear, things that you thought you were there aren't. And you just want something to make it simpler for you. That's why we created Access. At Access, we help non-experienced home buyers connect with better professionals, a simple, stress-free way, making transactions more convenient for everyone.
A problem buyers often face when it comes to buying a home or a property is finding a real estate agent that will get them their correct needs. And a problem real estate agents often face when it comes to selling a home or a property is finding a customer who wants the properties they're selling.
And then the problem with brokerages and sellers is also just liability issues. They don't know who to trust. They feel like, everything has to be a little bit like unsecure, and it shouldn't be like that.
That's why we created Access, a stress-free environment not only for an agent but also a home buyer as well. One click of a button, putting information, you can find a perfect agent for you.
A smart, more secure way to connect buyers with the right agent every time. I'm Christian Axel.
I'm Marlo Pinto.
I'm Devin Ferguson.
A little bit about me. I have a passion in the career for real estate, specifically a real estate developer. I have relationships with people like Zellner and Remax Real Estate, and I have a potential job coming up in the near future with Remax.
And I'm Devin. I have a good understanding of the financial side of real estate. I have good connections with agents, specifically from Remax, and I'm in the process of learning my real estate skills.
I'm Marlo Pinto. I have a family background in real estate, a broad network, and successful business owners, and I'm still in the process of learning about real estate as well.
So the customers, they don't have to pay anything, so their stuff is free. And then the realtors have 3 subscriptions they could choose from: the standard, professional, and enterprise one. Each of them come with different additives.
Why this works? Buyers join for free, agents pay to get more clients. As more buyers join Access, more agents get to upgrade.
And how Access grows, we plan on posting more for targeted for home buyers as well as posting separate ones for agents as well. We plan on partnering with certain real estate agents or just real estate agents in general and doing referrals as well.
Hey, stop. The real estate industry is officially 30 years behind, so we decided to fix it.
In 2026, luxury isn't just a price point, it's a process. Meet Access.
Wait, what? We're in high school and we built the most accurate agent matching tool in Fond du Lac.
Instagram, we also have multiple reposts or posts on Facebook as well.
So if we were to sell to every real estate agent in Fond du Lac, we would get around $36,000 if they were to get the 45 standard subscription. In Wisconsin, there's 16,000 to 17,000 real estate agents. If we were to sell to them, that'd be 1.4 million. And they're in the country, there's around 130 to 400, 2 to 3 million real estate agents in the country. We would get $225 million if they were to get the 45 standard subscription. If a real estate agent was to sell a house that was $300,000, our access fee we would get a $750. The traditional referral, we'd end up with $2,250. And if a real estate agent was to sell a house that is $500,000, the access fee we get $1,250, and after the traditional fee, we would get $3,750. And our revenue growth is 3 times in 3 years. The gross margins remain less than 93%, and our net income is nearly doubles from year 2 over to year 3.
This is actually our website, which we actually showed to you up there. And then our early website growth, we've had 230 visitors. Average visit duration is 18 minutes and 42 seconds, and we've had an 80% bounce rate. And And what's next? We hope to expand nationwide growth, expand from early markets to agents across the US, start with early adapters markets, grow Access Agent Network, and scale to a national platform. Access connects, connecting agents across the country.
Our platform expansion, we get trusted agent reviews, verified referrals for transparency, and smart matching between clients and agents. A better digital platform for real estate referrals.
Industry impact would be to work on our referrals would be a transparent referral process, I apologize. And then lower referral costs for agents, and then more trusted referrals for buyers and sellers, and making low cost transparent referrals to new standards for real estate.
What we would do with the money is we would improve our website with $700. Operations and networks, we would put $300 into it. Networking and growth, we would put $500 into it.
And then our projected future capital needs, we hope to be around $50,000 to $150,000. For our app software expansion, we hope to put around $25,000 to $60,000. Our team and hiring support, $20,000 to $50,000. Marketing and scale, $10,000 to $30,000. Regional expansion, $15,000 to $40,000. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for being here. Tell me how you defined this as a problem. Who was telling you that the real estate market needs to be reinvented?
Well, it actually started with me as of last year. I wanted to get into the real estate industry, but I had such big problems finding the right people to talk to and how to source out like information, and I felt like it should all be at one spot. And I feel like people can get very confused looking things up on like Google and like maybe even like AI. Like you want someone real. You don't want to just talk to like a computer. And I felt like it should be all put into something where you could bring you together with someone else that actually knows about the industry.
Did you have an opportunity to interview realtors to see how they feel about this product?
Yes, we actually have someone in the room like Jason Zellner. For someone like him, who is an experienced real estate agent, it's not quite as effective for him because he already has his foot in the ground. But he did mention that someone new and up and coming could definitely use it as a tool.
Okay, thank you.
That was one of my questions, actually, when it comes to the real estate business. I could understand, you're young and you haven't been through the process, and that's completely understandable. Typically, as you get a little bit older and you're ready to look into the purchasing, you have this network of people that you know, and who did you use to buy your house, and was it a good experience, and oh, I know Jason over there, right? So I see this as a very valuable tool for an up-and-coming realtor who is starting to establish their book of business. How do you plan to target those realtors?
We really try marketing that we're a simple platform, that like there's no like confusing buttons, that there's no like everything is kind of all centralized in one spot, and we try our best to make sure that you don't get lost when you're going to our website.
How do you identify the emerging realtors in the areas?
We wanted to make business cards of our own, like our information is simple, simplify our business on the card, and drop it off at like certain like realtors like things, or even get their email address and email it, or not email it to them, send it to them, or post it off to them, just so they can like know about us and a way of contacting us or anything like that, or visiting the website.
And looking at your website on the iPhone, it looked very slick. It looked very nice. You guys put some good work into that. It looked very nice up there. How do you get this information out to the general consumer that are looking to purchase homes that need a realtor?
We hope to expand by getting close connections with other real estate companies in the area, because I feel if they talk to someone they trust, someone professional, to put out the work for them, then it will kind of just come naturally.
I think I had one more. Oh, when did you guys launch your website?
It was in the beginning of the year, right as we started the class. We tried different websites to make the actual, our website.
Mhm.
We used, our last one that we tried worked really well for us, as that's what we were using now for that. And got our URL, and we were paying, I think, $20 a month out of our own pockets to fund our website, have it out there.
It probably took around a month, I would say, to really get something working. Just because with all the possible legality issues that we could have, we really want something strong. And luckily we had someone like Logan to help us get connected with people who actually knew that type of industry, website and design, and he really helped us get our foot in the ground.
Excellent. And then, when you maintain a website, how do you plan to keep it relevant with the best up-to-date information?
Well, we try our best to go off reviews, or also like I said, we want to market ourselves and get feedback. And we've actually had a few members from Jason's company try it out and tell us what they like, what they don't like, what we could fix, just to kind of make it better.
Excellent, thank you.
When you exit the business, what will you be selling?
Sorry?
When you exit the business, what are you actually selling? You don't have a product like a Monster energy drink. What would someone be buying from you or buying?
As the agent?
No, just when you retire and ride off into the sunset, your exit strategy,
Okay.
what are you selling? Who's gonna buy your client list, what are you?
They would be buying our platform and probably our network of people, and almost our source of income they would be taking.
Okay.
Can you walk us through your brand formation? So the name Access, how did that come about?
Well, in my opinion, I like the sound of we're giving access to people, but we also have to rebrand a little bit.
Did you check into the competitive space of realtors that have that name?
Yes, and we didn't really find anything that would bump heads with ours.
Describe the AI matching criteria. So I'm a perspective. So imagine me 25 years younger, because you're, appealing to a younger person who's buying a home.
Yeah, so,
What's the AI matching? What are you matching based on the data that I'm putting in?
so you're putting in your information, and either you yourself or the AI that's in there will match you with what you put in to a direct
But
agent that will match you.
when I tried to use the website, I would have to create an account. So could you just walk me through what information do I need to put in to have the AI do what it needs to do?
Information if you're pre-approved, where you are in the process of selling or buying a home, and also what are you looking for? If you're looking for if you want to look for a house that's in the suburbs, maybe someone who's more connected within that area, or if you want you want to buy a building for your up and coming business, you work with someone like that.
Hello.
Wow.
I'm impressed with how far you've come in development with the website. I think it looks good, especially for high school students.
You used it with Lovable, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's AI.
Yeah, I know, it looks good. I wanted to thank you for using the Fond du Lac County data. That made me feel good. You guys had the best handshakes in the room. I didn't know that. That does matter to me. And then, So towards the end of your presentation, you talked about regional expansion.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me what that means to you?
Hopefully Winnebago County,
Okay,
just like
cool.
in the area.
Sweet. Yeah, your growth plan is very ambitious. I mean, kind of like I asked in the last presentation, can you explain, and I apologize if maybe I missed it, how you plan on tackling all of those numbers and like what your strategy is to grow?
Well, we hope to get more agents on board, and then with those agents, they'll bring in their customers, and then like they both kind of have to both happen for it to build. Like we need agents so we can get customers, but we also need customers so agents are interested.
Do you have any ideas on how tactfully that you're going to find those first agents?
Generally right now, we've just been reaching out, trying to get the most information we can out of people. Like I've met a few times with Jason's company. I've also met a few times with Remax, specifically Mario Roma. And they all seem to appreciate the idea. And I'm just trying my best to build the website even stronger, just so it's something reliable and it's not just like a waste of time for them.
Yeah, cool. And wanted to thank you again for breaking up what you would do with the money. I appreciate that always in a presentation. Do you have any secret slides that you want us to see?
Really?
No? Oh, demerit.
Can you go back to your metrics slide? That's the slide where you're showing bounce rate. Okay. So I'm going to put a shameless plug for my digital marketing analytics course, which is MKT 428. You can take it at VWashCatch with me. Okay, so your realtors are going to be looking at your metrics. So what you've been monitoring right now with your site is that you have 230 visitors. What's your time frame? Is this per month?
Sorry?
Your visitors. Let's just walk through these three criteria. Your visitors, 230 visitors. Is it per week, per month, per day?
As of the last 90 days.
90 days. Okay, so you're showing 3 months, you have 230 visitors. And of those 230 visitors, they are staying on this website an average of 18 minutes. But the next part, so I have a question on where that metric came from.
Bounce rate?
Correct. Is that coming from Lovable or is it coming from, okay. So Lovable has reported a bounce rate for you of the 230, 80% of those have gone, a bounce rate is defined as 6 seconds or less. They're off your site. So make sure that that's not your engagement number. And also for free, you can get Google Analytics. So you can tap in Google Analytics, or integrate with your Lovable site. And so you'll get deeper insights on what people are doing on site, because that's gonna be key. You are basically an ad spend for a realtor. They're gonna decide, am I gonna invest in having another advertising option for myself? And so what you're selling is you're selling your metrics and you're selling engagement, but just be careful because those two are completely contradicting.
Okay.
And if you love this part of it, there's great career opportunities. And you can come up and take my course.
Okay. Thank you.